Hey, positive thoughts, guy! So, today we're talking about fear. The fear. Actually, it's just F.E.A.R. is the only thing we're touching. A buddy of mine last night at Toastmasters did this little speech, and I thought it was exceptional, so I asked him if I wouldn't mind if I repeated it. And he said it was cool. If I actually knew where it came from, I would give credit. So, it's fear. The fear is F.E.A.R. The facing, exploring, accepting, and then responding are the 4 steps to dealing with fear. You have to face your fear, right? I think one of my favorite quotes, I am going to butcher the shit out of this quote, but one of my favorite positive-minded person quotes ever was from Dune, actually, which is fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the small death. Fear is the something to lead to total obliteration. I must face my fear. I must let fear pass over me and through me. And only once it is gone can I turn the inner eye to see its path, and only I will be there. I mean, that's horrible. I did a bad job of saying it, but I'll have to really work on that, because I think my acting ability has gone down the shitter. So, either way, facing fear is one of the most important parts. You have to identify if you're scared, and obviously if it's not like anything physical or nasty, but just kind of like an uneasy situation, face it, figure it out, get into it, make it happen. At that point, you can start the E part, which is exploring. Why am I scared of this? Where did it come from? How does this get me all riled up? And then accepting the fear is one of those things that after you've gone through the whys, the hows, you can finally make a choice of, well, it's actually not that bad. I don't think any of my fears are warranted. This doesn't have any impact or effect, or it doesn't have the outcome that I thought it would have. That's the acceptance part. And then responding as the last bit. Responding just means now that you've gone through all 3 steps up front of facing, of exploring, and accepting, you can finally respond to that fear. You can respond to it obviously in any manner you want, but being this is positive thoughts guy, you're going to respond to it in a better manner than you would normally. So I want you all to think about your fears and think about, well, I can respond by conquering this fear, doing something about it, trying an alternative, realizing that my fears are unwarranted and baseless. I mean, there's so many ways that a situation can present itself, but at the end of the day, you still have to go through the first 3 steps of facing, of exploring, accepting, before you can get to respond. And sometimes it takes a long time, sometimes it takes a short time to get to those steps, but either way, you got to go through it. And I just wanted to pass that along to all my pimps, my positive-minded folk, that you can face your F.E.A.Rs and you can make them happen. You can overcome anything as long as you follow the steps. All facing, exploring, accepting, and finally, responding. And with that, you guys, I hope you have yourselves a wonderful Thursday, because guess what? No traffic, it is beautiful, and it is warm and luscious here in San Francisco. Of all places, finally, at the beginning of October, San Francisco gets to enjoy a bit of summer. And with that, you guys, thank you again, my pimps, my folks, and subscribe for more craziness. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.